Okay, today I'm going to be interviewing Lolita Valentine, an amazing artist who I'm lucky enough to have came into contact with very recently. We actually just worked on two songs together. Go check those out, Scared to Love You and We'd Be Good Together. That was an amazing experience from both of us. I recommend checking her out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp as well as YouTube Music. She is talented, so special. I strongly recommend you take a look at her music. She's from Stockton, California. How are you, Lolita?
I'm good. That
That's
was quite
good.
an introduction.
Oh, would you
It was
like
a good introduction.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Would you like to say anything before we start the questions?
Um, I can't really think of anything, but it was like, you're really good too.
Thank you so much. This is all about you. I'm so honored to do this. Well, that's great. I want to let you know that this is a comfortable space. You can say whatever you like. No need to feel antsy. I hope people view this video. We're working on it. Okay,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you for coming on here with me. Is this your first interview?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay, awesome. I'm honored to be able to do this for you. I think you're a very interesting artist, very unique in your style. I knew I had to interview you. I'm just so curious.
Is this your first time giving an interview?
It is. Can you tell?
No, I can't because you're very good at what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm trying. Okay, I've been listening to your music for over maybe 4 months and I'm really impressed with your voice. When did you start singing?
Um, well, actually, when I was in kindergarten, I was in choir. That was the first time I actually performed on stage. I sang uh, You Are My Sunshine. I sang it on
Uh,
stage by myself when I was
wow.
5. I was, I was quite nervous, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have like stage fright or?
Um, hmm. I feel like for me, it's so much easier to perform in front of more people that you don't know rather than like
Mm.
a few people that you do know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So, when you did that song, did something like strike you, like you knew you had to do it, or did it gradually develop your passion for music?
Well, I've always had a passion for music, and that was just like when I was 5, and my nana like showed me that song,
Yeah.
and so and I liked it, and she thought it was a good song, and we'd sing it together and
It's a
stuff.
great song. I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um I like to mention your songwriting. It's very great. I definitely see you going places. When did you start songwriting?
Um, actually, like, so it was really funny. So this was actually like last year. I I was like having a meltdown. I
Oh.
locked myself in a bathroom that was in my room at the time.
Mhm.
I'm not in there anymore. And I just started writing a song for some reason. It was actually a really happy song for some reason. It wasn't a sad song. So
Oh wow. Oh my god. Yeah, we've all been there.
I never did anything with that one because, like, it's not really my style anymore,
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Do you remember what it was like about or like what it was called, how it went?
um, it was like, you know those, like, weird songs? Well, they're not weird, but they're, like, there's just kind of random things thrown in them, and they're upbeat, and they're, like,
Yeah.
fun, and, like,
Yes.
it's kind of, like, weird core
Oh, yeah,
and stuff,
totally.
but,
Totally.
like, it's not, like, scary. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that aesthetic is like a little bit scary sometimes.
I see. Yeah, that no, I get exactly what you're saying. That is so cool. That's so different. That's interesting to me because that's so different from what you do now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say I love your name, Lolita Valentine. Can I ask what made you come up with that name? Like, did something in particular make you decide on your stage name?
Um, hmm. Actually, well, it's because of a Lana Del Rey song that I really liked. It was called Lolita,
Lolita.
and yeah, and um, when I told my parents about the name, they said it sounded like a stripper name.
Oh my god.
So yeah, but I stuck with it, and I don't know. I thought I really liked it, and
Yeah.
I do really like it. Yeah.
It's a great. I love that song and I love that name. Have you seen the movie?
No.
Oh god. No, don't watch it.
Have you?
I have, yes.
Oh.
I watched it. I think I watched it when I was maybe. Oh my gosh. Maybe when I was like 13, when I shouldn't have been watching that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was at
Yeah.
my grandma's house and I don't know.
No,
I was
like
on my
I've
iPad.
definitely yeah. I've definitely heard of it and like know like what it's
No.
about.
Yeah, I know.
But
Um, okay, so speaking of that, let's talk inspiration. So, did you have something that made you want to start doing music?
um actually I've like always liked singing and like stuff,
Mm.
so I really I really I always talk about wanting to become a singer, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, you have to put in work, you have to do this, you have to actually, and like, so I did start doing that
Yeah. No, I
because
totally get that.
I like proving people wrong.
Yes. You go, girl. That's actually that brings me to my next question. Next question, like how you said people's responses, how well have they mostly been negative or positive, or do people really not know yet?
Um, I mean, I have comments turned off on my videos,
Totally.
but all my like my friends at
Yeah.
dance and stuff, really really like my music. They
That's
think
great.
I'm good. My parents think it's okay. They think it's
Okay.
good. They think it's they think it's okay.
All right. All right.
My
Yeah.
mom said mediocre.
No. That's
But
so
that's
crazy.
also when she was like mad at me for something, so
Oh, okay. So it was bias in the moment.
yeah.
So, is this like a long term career goal for you, or do you have like a second plan, or are you set in stone that this is what I want to do with my life?
Honestly, I really want to become a singer,
Mm.
and this is definitely something I do want to do with my life.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. It's good to have a set in stone goal. Do you what do you see yourself doing? Like, I know there's different kinds of singers that some put themselves just on the internet, or there's some like, I'm sure I know you like Lana Del Rey, how she started in bars doing open mics. Like, what is
hmm
your what do you want to do?
So actually, you know how I like planning things.
I
So
do.
I have a list on Amazon of
Oh.
like everything I need for like this perfect stage setup, and I drew it out.
Wow.
I drew the stage setup a while ago. I'll find the picture and I'll send it to you right now.
That is so awesome. That is so cool. I've never even thought about that
Oh,
before. Wow. Okay. Um
I drew
okay,
it a few months ago.
that's so cool. So, for your stage setup, is this like for like when like um wait,
This is
sorry.
just like um when I start like doing like shows, and like
Yes.
I definitely know the first place that I'm gonna do a show. It's
Where?
like it's this it's this place this like I'm not gonna say trailer park, but it is like around there.
Ooh, okay.
And it's just like this house that you could rent out for like
Ooh,
$30.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
I totally see your vision there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
And
good to
like
have things planned out like that.
I've like calculated how much money I need to save up and stuff, but I'm really bad at
Wow.
saving money.
That is so cool. Seriously, wow. So as a young artist myself, I understand that there comes a few struggles with doing music. So are there any struggles that you face?
Um, there are definitely struggles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's definitely hard to come up with lyrics
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Like, you could totally have a good idea and then not be able to, like, okay, for instance, one time I had a really good idea for a chorus,
Yeah.
and then I couldn't think of anything else to write for that song for like a whole month.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there. I understand that. No, totally. And I feel like when you're writing a song, I mean, I've seen things where people say like, "Oh, it's taken me 2 minutes just to write a song," where other times it's taken years to write a song. It's really, I guess it depends on the person, but totally I understand what you're saying. It's hard to execute
Yeah.
what you want to say.
Mhm.
Are there any like social struggles you faced with like writing music? Like do you ever get any backlash from people you know personally?
Um, not that I know personally, no.
Oh, that's
But
good.
I remember so uh the song Fake Friendship,
Yeah.
uh she she would literally always say that my singing is like really bad and it's like ear rapes to her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I get that is backlash, but that's not a good friend at all. Yeah. Uh,
And she's like older than me now. Well, she was always older than me.
yeah, yeah. Oh my lord, that's crazy. Yeah, no, your
Mm-hmm.
singing, at least in my opinion, is very good.
Your singing's really good too.
Oh, stop it. Thank you. So I know you said, like, we started this interview off where you said, when you were, was it 5 years old, you did a performance like you did You're My Sunshine. Have you done any
Yeah.
performances since?
Um, not for singing. No, I don't think so.
No. Oh, dance, right?
Yeah, I did a
Yeah.
recital.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
yeah, summer or I guess it's spring
Yeah.
recitals are June 15th, like the day right after you get out of school.
Yeah.
And then winter recitals are actually coming up December 2nd, I
Oh,
think.
wow. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll probably
Wow.
like post a get ready with me and do my
Oh,
whole face and
fun.
makeup. Cause
I'll
like, oh
watch
my
that.
god, recital makeup, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I have a few dancer friends and I've seen it's definitely very, and the hair and everything,
Mhm.
for sure. I feel like being a dancer would be so fun.
It really is fun, but like it's either cold, too cold in the dressing room and smells like hairspray, or it's too hot and smells like hairspray.
Oh god, yeah, I honestly I kind of love the smell of hairspray. I don't know why.
Some hairspray smells good. Like the one
Yeah.
I have got to be.
Oh, I know exactly what that. Yep.
Yeah.
So, are you interested in doing more perform? I'm sure you are for singing and stuff.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. It's a great experience to be able to do that. Like, I mean, personally, I've done a few and I get pretty nervous, but it's always great, you know.
Yeah, it is really always great.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Do you have a song in particular that you would love to perform?
Actually, I'm just gonna do the ones or say one of them from my album that's actually out right now.
Oh yeah.
um,
Was it I Have Stories for Days?
yeah, my next
Yes.
album's actually coming out soon, November 15th, I think.
Oh my God, that's exciting. Have you
Yeah, it's
have you
called.
said what it's gonna be called yet?
Yeah, I actually posted the snippets all in one video with the
That's right,
title
I
of the
saw
video.
that.
Yeah, it's called Stolen Tears for a Rainy Day.
Oh.
There's some good songs in there, I think.
I will definitely check out that video. That's cool.
Definitely for a song that I definitely would love to perform live is Ocean Blue. I really like singing that one.
Yeah. It's a great song. Do you have a reason in particular that you would love to perform that?
It's just I really like singing the chorus.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Does it is it one of your favorite songs that you've written?
No. One of my favorite songs is going to be probably in my next few albums.
Ooh.
Let's see if I could think of it. No, I don't know. Definitely album 3 is gonna be a really good one.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, I actually have like 6 albums, but like
No.
I haven't. No, like so I'm finished with 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So I just need to. I know what I'm doing for 4, 5, and 6.
You are so planned out. Oh my
I
God.
have 7 songs for 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And then I have 10 songs for 4.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for that. So, is there a reason in particular that you seem to have like that method where you release like how oh sorry, is there like a reason that people usually like fit you usually hear about people like doing one album then releasing it and then another album instead of having multiple albums yet to release, if that makes sense?
Well, mostly because I feel like most some artists like post albums like quicker.
Yeah.
And then some like wait a year.
Yeah.
And I feel like I waited like a while, I guess, because mostly because I'm just like I don't want to run out of ideas.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we did talk about that earlier. That's a scary thought. Okay, so let's go over to the next question. So, who are your inspirations melodically and lyrically? Like for singing and lyrics, like who are your biggest inspirations?
I feel like Lana Del Rey is like a really big inspiration.
Yeah, yeah.
And then also I'm gonna find like an alternative one. I feel like yeah, that's like the only one I could think of. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the Lana Del Rey thing you have going on. I just listened to one of your songs. It was, ooh, I don't remember what it was called. It had something to do with America. It was very Americana aesthetic, and I really love that. Like, I think it's.
Yeah. It was probably like All American or
That's
something.
it. That's it. I love that one. It definitely stands out to me, like the aesthetic you have going on. And I was like, yes, this definitely gives Lana Del Rey, but in your own way. And I think that's really special. Yeah. Um, so lyrically, does she inspire you as well as like melodically?
Um, yeah, I feel like I like using drums a lot
Mm.
too.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I saw an Instagram reel. It was somebody asking another person, what's the least important, like, instrument to use in a song? And they said drums. I was like, what?
No, that's
No.
so wrong.
I feel like drums and guitar is, like, the two staples.
For sure. Yeah, of course. Do
Yeah.
you, oh, that's a good topic. Do you play any instruments?
No, I don't actually.
Would you like to?
I have an acoustic guitar that I was going to learn one time,
Yeah.
but it really just like hurt my fingers.
Oh, I know. It does. It does hurt. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes people will like honestly, I was in music class and we had to answer a question. It was like, do you think an artist has to know an instrument to be an artist? And obviously I said no because especially with now, you can have bands, you can always have tracks, bands. Like I feel like you don't even have to play an instrument, you know?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Um, what is most important to you when it comes to music?
When it comes to music,
Yeah.
like what do you mean by that, bro?
Like, what is something that is important? Like, do you have like some people may say like legacy, like they want to be remembered or famous. Some people say it's all about the music. Some people say it's about the lyrics. Like, what is most important to you?
I feel like the lyrics and
Mm.
like being remembered or like known.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely want to be known. That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you So you say that legacy is a really important thing for you.
Yeah, maybe that's just because like it's always been like a dream of mine.
Yeah. Would Do you have some people are content with going their whole lives being a small artist. Would you be content with that or would you be unhappy with that?
Um, I feel like if I was like a small artist, I'd be probably happy with that.
Yeah.
People could gatekeep me
Yeah.
here and
Yeah.
there.
You're underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like underground music is like cooler anyway.
Yeah, that's so true. You don't want to be mainstream. Do you have any advice for anybody who wants to start making music?
um, um, definitely like just relax. No, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you have to know your vocal range. Like,
Yes. Yes.
if you do not, it's not good.
That's very true. That's very true. Some people, being off key, you're
Yeah.
wait, are okay, personally, I don't really I'm kind of a beginner myself. I mean, do you know if you're like an alto or a soprano or
I'm an alto. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I feel like that's really important to know. I honestly don't know what I am, but I yeah, I guess some people do. It's weird how different artists, I mean, some of them are more professional with it, like, and some are just not, you know what I mean? Like even like
Yeah.
famous people, like do you know who Chapel Roan is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I heard something about how like just in December she started taking music like singing lessons and I was like, "Wow, like her voice is so good. That's surprising, you know?"
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever taken a singing lesson?
No, but everybody tells me that I should. which like makes me feel like my voice is bad.
No, people tell you that?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you should just quit dance to do singing lessons.
Oh my god. Who's
I don't
saying
want to
this
quit
to
dance,
you? Your friends?
No, like the adults.
Oh, the adults. Oh my god. I mean, I think like it's cool to have like different hobbies, and if you're passionate about dance as well, then like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of adults, is the way you grew up or are growing up affect like does the way you grew up or are growing up affect the way that you write your music or view your music?
Um, Honestly, it doesn't affect the way that I view my own music.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I recorded my first song, um, I didn't like it, but
Really?
that's just because I think I didn't put it together quite right. And
Right,
I mean,
right.
it was my first one, but yeah, I didn't like it. But now I like my songs, I think, and the people in my life definitely like I write about them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you basically like separate the way you view your music from the way that you like grow up.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. That's nice. I'm also really curious about your editing style in music videos. Like one of my favorite videos of yours is the first video on your channel, Cherry Girls. Um,
Oh.
that was the first video I saw of yours, and I was like, "Oh my God, that is the coolest person I've ever seen." So, what made you, I guess, start making videos like that? Because I know you have a few like that.
Yeah. Um. Well, really, it's like it's like the songwriting style. I guess it's like I wanted it to give like old movie.
Yeah, yeah, it totally did.
Yeah.
That is so
And like
cool.
yeah.
Do you plan to do more of those in the future, especially with your upcoming albums?
Honestly, um, probably not right now,
Yeah.
but maybe like in a few years
Yeah,
I'll be
for
able
sure.
to.
What
Yeah.
do you have a reason for not wanting to jump onto that again?
Um, no, not in particularly. It's just they kind of take a long time.
Oh, yeah, I know. I bet. I definitely want to start doing that. That seems so cool, but I definitely understand why that would be time consuming for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Um
totally like love to record a music or help somebody make a music video.
oh yeah, that's awesome. I visually music is definitely like um it definitely goes hand in hand with the music itself, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of music videos that or songs that I would not have interpreted the same without the music video.
Definitely, yeah.
Like I know you definitely know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen the not the Ride music video.
Oh my gosh, yes, I saw that.
It definitely changes the way you see the song, right?
Um, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like the whole aesthetic and it sometimes it just emphasizes the song, you know?
Yeah.
For sure. So one of my favorite things you've done was your album, I Have Stories for Days. What made you call your album that?
Okay. So I do this thing. Well, I name my albums myself now, but
Yeah.
the first album, I asked my friend. Well, actually, she reached out to me. She was like, "I have a super cool song name. Why don't you name it I Have Stories for Days?" But
Wow.
she didn't give me any information on that, so I
Yeah.
didn't really know like what to do with that. So I was like, why don't I make it the album name?
Oh my god, that is so cool.
So yeah, that album name was from one of my dance friends, and I actually, for all my albums I'm gonna that I have, the truth is I have my friends sort the songs.
Really?
Yeah, I have them like put them in an order.
Wow, that is so cool. I love being like able to like know the behind the scenes for like what goes into your stuff.
Yeah.
Cause like I bet like a lot of people like the people who watch you would not have known that, like who you don't know in real
Mhm.
life. That's so interesting. So, um, is there like okay, wait, here's a song lyric of yours. Even when the sun is high, it makes me feel like my dreams are nothing. That's a lyric from one of your songs, Dreams Are
Mhm.
Nothing, one of my favorites. I really love that song. Would you like to decode or explain that lyric?
um, honestly, I feel like that is really just a lyric that made me feel like really sad, and
Yeah,
like
it is sad.
it's supposed to be like a sad song
For sure.
about like somebody who's on an addiction, and
Mm.
you're trying to like help them out of it, but they they don't care. All they care about is like what they're doing. I'm gonna have like another song that's kind of that same meaning
Oh wow,
in my
that's
next
really
album.
good.
I had to actually change the name because my mom didn't like it because it was like an actual like drug. So
Oh, would you like to say what it is or no?
yeah, so I'll say what the
Yeah, because
song
I
is
was curious what
actually
the
called.
addiction was.
So it is about like my mom. Well, my other mom. I
Yeah.
have a stepmom now, but the song was originally called Heroin.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
now it's called We Haven't Talked in Months. So
Right, right. Yeah. Wow. So is that like a strong theme in a lot of your songs, or is it just like something that occasionally will pop up?
it's definitely a strong. I feel like it's a partially strong theme. I feel like I write songs, they have lots of different meanings.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're writing song, like going back to songwriting, personally, I like to think I actually had this thought a few days ago where I was thinking that like a lot of my songs seem to be made up stories about fictional characters. But then when I really think about it, it kind of all leads back to myself. Do you feel that when you write songs, you're writing about only yourself, or do you create like imaginative scenarios?
Um, I feel like I don't create imaginative scenarios as much as I think I do, but
Yeah.
I definitely write about like experiences, I guess. That
Yeah.
like I feel like I write love songs and like it just goes past me. I don't know.
Oh my God, that makes like I relate to that so much. It's really hard to like sometimes, I mean, this is what happens to me is I've never really um been like in love. Like I've never really been in a relationship, but most
Yeah.
songs are love songs. And I don't know about you, but sometimes it's hard to write a love song when you've never been in love. Like, do you get what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, definitely. I also see things in like books sometimes and I
Mm.
totally just like, wow, I'm definitely gonna use that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh, I think you've mentioned this. I don't know if you mentioned this in the interview, but you said that sometimes when you get ideas, you just write them down. Like when you get an idea, like when does it happen? Like does it just happen like in the middle of the night you'll just have an idea and write it in your notes app or do you use a pencil? Like how do you write
That
your
has
songs?
that has happened before in the middle of the night. I I write I write a lot of my songs on my notes app now, but every once in a while I will write it on paper, and I used to write all my songs on paper before I started
Really? Did you
notes
have a
app. Yeah.
notebook?
Yeah, I had a notebook.
Do you still have it?
Yes, it's like so thin now because like I've taken all the pages
Oh,
out.
yeah, yeah.
I put them together. They're actually in a folder right now.
Oh, wow. Are you going to keep those forever? That's special.
Um, yeah. Actually, I used to have my first song that I ever wrote on my wall,
Oh
but
my
I don't
God.
actually know where it is now. So
That is so
I
sweet.
I think I'm gonna make like well, I actually have the demo version of it, which is like the version of it, but I think I'm gonna post it in my fourth album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The actual song of it though is coming out in the second album.
That is
Old Money.
so cool. What's it called?
Mm-hmm. Old Money.
Ooh, I love that. That is very cool.
Mhm.
So,
But yeah.
I have one last question for you before we wrap this up. I was very curious about this. So, when you write a song, I'm sure there's usually I'm sure there's multiple processes, but I'd like to dig down into what your typical process is. So, when you write a song, do you usually what do you usually do?
Um. Well, usually I feel like I come up with the chorus first sometimes,
Yeah.
but I also come up with the verses sometimes
Oh,
at first.
so do you just
But
write it in your notes app?
yeah, or I
Ooh,
write it.
okay.
Yeah, I mean I usually use my notes app. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's really good to do it online. I mean, I'm literally the same as you. I started with notebooks. I have multiple used notebooks where I wrote my songs, and I it's more symbolic that way, but I think honestly just grabbing your notes app, or I use Google Docs, is so much easier than paper.
Oh yeah, definitely.
For sure, because it's more, and also if you're in public, you can just write it down. You don't have to get out a pencil.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, I have one last question that came into my head. What's the longest time it's taken to write a song? Like one song, and then what's the shortest time?
Hmm. I okay. I have like folders for all my different songs. So, um, I really don't know.
Are there any songs that come to mind where you were like, oh, that was short or that was super long? Cause I know that I've had songs and I'm like, boom, I wrote it in a minute, and well, maybe not a minute, but and then there's some songs of mine that literally I've had in drafts, and then months later I'm like, oh wait, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I feel like, um, I feel like when you know that you're gonna write a song, you usually know what it's about, so it's usually pretty easy. But like
Yeah,
when you don't know and you're just writing it, then it's a little bit harder, definitely.
that's a really good That's wow. That's really interesting that you say that, because I think that's really true. I've known a lot of musicians. I mean, in my I've grown up with music, and I have a lot of friends that do music. And some people have a harder time writing songs than others. And
Yeah.
I mean, would you say you have an easy time or a hard time?
Right now, it's easy, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of in the middle, you know? 'Cause
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
That's very true. Okay. We're coming up at 30. Oh, no, we're at 40 minutes now. That went by really fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Wait, hold on. Thank you so much for letting me interview you. It has been such a pleasure to interview Lolita Valentine. Everybody, make sure to check out her YouTube channel and her music links in my description. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Yes, thanks for interviewing me.
Yeah, I hope this was a good first interview. I
It
tried.
was amazing.
Okay, you said some very interesting things that I will I'll remember this. Like this is a great experience and I loved writing those songs with you. And guys, make sure to check out our songs that we posted. I really like them.
Hmm.
Okay, so thank you for letting me interview you.
Yeah.